All right, it is district breakdown time. We are talking 21-6A with my man Jon Poorman from the Houston Chronicle. Jon, this got the defending state champion in it, but they also add in Beaumont United to make it an 18 district. Talk about, are we going to look at more of the same here with North Shore doing their thing, or anybody going to challenge it?
It's hard to pick against a program that has won 3 of the 4 last state championships in Class 6A Division One. North Shore is obviously the top dog, the team to beat. Especially coming back this year. Obviously, they have an influx of talent every single season. But what I'm looking at here in particular is the return of sophomore quarterback Caleb Bailey, who stepped in as a freshman and won the offensive MVP award at the state championship game. Obviously he's already fielding some Division One offers, and those are just going to keep coming in as he keeps developing his game and keeps leading his program to success. I would expect more of that this year. As I said, they're going to be the top dog to beat in this district until somebody can prove that they're worthy of that top spot.
Yeah, and he has receivers to throw to as well. With David Amador made that game-winning catch with North Shore, and then they just brought over Dion DeBlanc from Eisenhower as another big receiver. But the conference the district is stacked because of as how far these teams went last year. You saw Atascocita go several rounds. They usually always do until they run into North Shore again, and Summer Creek went quite a ways last year. Talk about some of these other teams and how far you think they might go.
Yeah, I mean, as far as top 4 teams in a district goes, last year there wasn't one much better than 21-6A when you talk about, North Shore, Atascocita, Summer Creek, and C.E. King. Obviously Summer Creek has done a tremendous job. Coach Kenny Harrison has really established that program as a contender. They advanced, I think, to the third or fourth round last year in the playoffs. And so, they're going to be in the mix for sure. And then Atascocita, of course, we know what the Eagles are all about and what they provide year in and year out. And, they have a young quarterback as well there. And, I think that he is a potential breakout star as well. So you look at these teams, and C.E. King's going to have a new head coach. So that'll be interesting. They graduated both of their really talented running backs there. So we'll kind of see where they stand. But you look at those top 4 programs, and I think those are right now the top 4 programs, and there's talent all around, and it's going to be fun to watch these matchups.
Yeah, you mentioned Atascocita's young quarterback, Zion Brown.
Mm-hmm.
They went up to North Texas twice last year, and the first time they beat Allen, which was a program-defining type win because Allen doesn't usually lose at home. But then they lose their quarterback, Gavin Session. It was very tough for last year, but the experience Zion got last year, and now he's had, I think he had 8 or 9 games under his belt after the season was done. How much is that going to help him through this year?
Oh, absolutely. That experience is absolutely vital. I mean, he's going to be even more prepared coming in this year, running the offense. He had a great senior quarterback in Gavin Session to kind of learn under and watch, and kind of provide a role model for him as well, and how to carry yourself, how to lead a team, and then him actually getting in the game and getting not just any games, district games, playoff games against a North Shore, that you can't replace that experience, and that's absolutely going to help him going into this next year.
I guess finally, we look at the back end of this district. We talked about the top 4 that will probably be the 4 playoff teams, but what can we get out of the bottom 4 with United, Westbrook, Kingwood, and Humboldt? I know Humboldt's got one of the better receivers in the district with TJ West, but talk about maybe some of these other teams. Is it going to be a struggle for them to pick up wins, and could they sneak into a 4 spot?
Yeah, Westbrook always has talent. I mean, they're not too far removed from, competing for a state championship. So they're always a program. The Bruins are always a program to look out for. Humboldt is really interesting. I think, as you mentioned, they have a great receiver there. And, I know Marcus Scholes, their head coach, really well from working up in Montgomery County when he was at Splendora. And, it seems like he's really building that program in a positive direction. So I kind of like what they have there as well. It'll be interesting to see how C.E. King kind of, they were so dependent on that running game last year. I'm not sure how that'll look with the new head coach coming in, but they've got some players on defense too, and they're going to be tough in the trenches. And, so it'll be interesting to see kind of how those, the 3, 4, 5 spots kind of shake out and who can kind of emerge, for those playoff spots.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you probably do as well, expect long playoff runs for at least 2, maybe 3 of these teams as per usual. Next week, we're going to talk 22-6A, which is the unlucky district that has to play them in the first round of the playoffs. But, hey, maybe you'll tell me that one of them is going to itch out a win or something like that. We'll see. We'll keep that as a secret till next week.
Sounds good.